It's your friend the Wren back again. Are you watching this on one of these? There's a lot you need to know. So, I'm going to have a bit of a ramble. And if you're down for it, stick around. And I'm going to give some information that you might not be aware of. But first, we get on the Cavendish. So you're probably watching this video, most likely on a phone. Chances are you're not even on a computer anymore. People use computers for work, at home for work, but for the most part, we live on these things. You wake up, it's the first thing you do is you check it. You go to bed, it's next to your head. It's where you get all of your information. It's where you listen to your music. It's where you connect on social media. It's where you keep up with the Jones. It's where you shop. It's where you communicate. It is not a phone. These things are not phones. Whoever called it a phone did so because there is an agenda. This is not conspiracy. A phone is something that hangs on the wall with a cord on it. That's a phone. This is an iPhone. This is a Android. These are not phones. Yes, you can talk on them, but they are not phones. I probably have like 4 or 5 old phones that still work. And I do have a burner phone. I have this phone that I'm using right now to record this video for you guys. But it is not a phone. You have to ask yourself, what is it? Where's your attention? You are addicted to technology. I would dare say, let's try this for an example. We can use the same comparison with drugs, like heroin, like meth, even nicotine. Yes, caffeine. That's a big one. Try this exercise for me. You're probably watching this on a Friday night. This Sunday, or the next possible day that you have a day off. For me, I'm off Saturday, Sunday. Take the Sunday. We'll call this the beginning of Simple Sundays. Step 1. Do not use your phone at all on Sunday. Okay. Wake up in the morning, check your weather app, see what it's supposed to be like, give yourself a little bit of that comfort if you have to. Make your plans for the day kind of thing. That's understandable. Do not check text messages. Do not check your email. Do not doom scroll. Do not get on YouTube. Do not check X or Twitter or Instagram, Facebook, all that. No. Turn it right off. My necklace is twisted, sorry. Turn your phone right off. Sunday. Simple Sunday. Do not check it before bed. If you need it for an alarm, too bad. set something else for an alarm. And then the next day check it, Monday. Then get back to me on this video on Monday. And do so, and give me the number of times that you were aware that you went to check your phone. I can promise you, within the first 3 hours of you not checking this thing, you're not going to know what to do with your mind or your hands. And that's a promise. Take 3 hours and be like, oh my God, I don't have my phone. What if they're texting me? What if I have to text them? What if it's an emergency? Oh my God, can you imagine an emergency and not having a phone? Yeah, I can. I lived in a time period where we didn't carry these things around. We didn't even own them. They didn't even exist. My generation didn't even have computers in their homes. Hell, I had a black and white TV growing up in my bedroom. That was like one of those little 12-inchers that I like, Mom, can I have this? Yeah, go ahead. Rabbit ears on the TV, trying to get it. Do you remember how to tune those things? Life was simpler and better. So, try some phone fasting. We talk about fasting a lot in this culture. Intermittent fasting. It's good for you. It is. It's technically good. You can do like a breakfast. Break the fast. 14 hours between your last meal and then your breakfast if you have breakfast. Okay, that's fantastic. And then some people get into like, well, I'm going to do, a 3-day fast, a 5-day fast. And they'll stay hydrated. They'll have their vitamins, their minerals, and their nutrients, but they don't eat food. Maybe they're just drinking bone broth, or maybe they're just drinking tea. Maybe they're just drinking water, whatever. We talk about fasting all the time because there are benefits. It, cleans out the body, causes autophagy, blah, 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 blah. Don't you think that there is a benefit in phone fasting? This thing is keeping you from your best and better self, or whatever you want to call it. This thing right here is black spray paint to your third fucking eye. I said it. I mean it. It's going to be very hard for you to manifest, to create, to connect with the source, to feel oneness, to have gratitude, to look out at all of creation and know that it is you looking back at you, and that every person is divine, every blade of grass, every leaf, the wind, it's all God's creation, the source, whatever you want to, watch my other videos for that. This video is not about that. But you cannot be expected or be able to know thyself when this is telling you who you are. This thing has a very specific algorithm set up for you. This tracks your movements. It spies on you. You've used user agreements where you've agreed to them and not read them. And even if you don't have that app on your phone, but your friend does, and your phone's next to their phone, gotcha. But wait a minute, I don't even have that. Doesn't matter. Google? Who owns Google? Who's running Google? Same thing with Facebook, Instagram. You want to get into it? X or Twitter. These things don't have your best interest in mind. This harvests your attention. And if your attention is here, on this thing, coming into you, from outside of you, coming into you, coming into you, coming into you all day long. And I'm not even talking like blue light versus red light. We could go there too. It is a tool and it is a weapon. And it's being used as a weapon on purpose, and there is an agenda. This is not conspiracy. And if you think for a moment that you can't go without your phone for a day, then this should hit home. You should try this. Phone fasting. I can understand, I have children, and I get it. I have 4 children myself. Gen X grew up without technology like this. We played video games at the arcade. We played pinball. We came home when them streetlights came on, or we got a beating. You beat the hell out of somebody, and after it was over, you became best friends for the rest of your life. This is used to harvest your attention. This is used to divide, to separate. Well, what group do you belong to? What politics do you belong to? Whose side are you on? Did you see what so-and-so said? Well, yeah, I don't believe that for a minute. Stop it. Divide and conquer. Like man versus woman, black versus white, Islam versus Christianity. And then Christianity, it's the Protestants against the Catholics. It's, children against parents, cats and dogs living together, human sacrifice. You can't be productive. You cannot be authentically yourself if this is in your face 24 hours a day. You have to, what would I say? Stop being someone's free attention on demand. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Stop being someone's free attention on demand. Stop giving away your attention. This thing goes doodle-doo, makes a sound, and then you check it. You're Pavlov's dog. It's like you're in the middle of having a conversation with someone you love, or you're in the middle of sitting down to dinner with your family, and this thing goes off, and you just check it while they're talking. The fuck is wrong with you? Why does this... I've seen people on dates. I've been on dates with women where you're having what seems like a nice conversation, and their phone lights up, and they're like, yeah, oh, yeah. Walk. Oh, I'm sorry, run. Thankfully, I don't have that anymore. I'm not in that marriage anymore. I'm not in that relationship anymore. I'm not dating those women anymore. Where I am isn't a very good place. The person that I am with values my time and my attention. I am treated with respect. And the moment that I'm not, I walk. I wish the person the best and I go. That's what I've always done. And that's what I will always do. So your time, your attention, it has a value. And since I'm talking about attention, I can't grab it because it's not near me. It's in the kitchen. I'm sorry. But people often talk about law of attraction. Okay. Law of attention. Where your attention goes, attention is It's the new oil. It's energy harvesting. It's how they get your attention. Once they have your attention, they have your energy. You're invested. You have to know what happens next. You have to be a part of it. You have to side with somebody. Your religion, your politics, your race, your country of origin. These are all identities and attachments. And they're doing so because the agenda is divide and separate. But why is it divide and separate? Because if we were all one, I don't know, maybe there would be no arms race. There would be no nuclear war. There would be, no violence, no killing, and no war if you realized that we were all one. Shared collective consciousness. They don't want you experiencing this. The CIA has known about this for a long time. They don't want you experiencing unity consciousness. It's a threat to the status quo. If your religion or your God or your politics, anything is dividing you, anything is saying that violence is okay, that war is okay, killing is okay, anything that's telling you that is not divine, is not the source, it is not God. Whatever you want to call it for yourself to make yourself comfortable. Maybe that's why, so many things like ancient Hindu, like yoga practices and certain things of Buddhism, and even like that could be argued, the lost books of the Bible, among other things, have a valuable message or a lesson. It's all the same thing. The kingdom is within you, that you are the I am. And yes, I am writing something on these things. Will there be a book to be published? Like everybody, there's got to be a book. Well, I'm jumping on the bandwagon. I got a lot to say. I might throw in some meditations. I might throw in some practical exercises. That's neither here nor there. And there's a couple things, not just one book in the works. There's going to be some poetry. There's going to be some artwork. I'm authentically just throwing it out there. This is me. And if you don't like my material, you don't like my channel, but it doesn't. Next, find somebody that you click with, It's about the energy exchange. Not everybody can dig what the other person says. Maybe you'll get my message from somebody else, but it's still the message. So I'm not going to worry about you're not understanding me, or I'm taking up too much of your time, or no. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, then you're not. But someone else is going to speak my message because that's unity consciousness. They might say it a little bit different than me. Their delivery might ring a little bit more true, but that's just energy exchange. There are content creators, I guess you could say, people that I enjoy their videos. And they're all saying the same things, but they're all saying it their own way. And I'm kind of in agreement with that. There's really one message. Is anybody experiencing your reality right now but you? Hello, McFly. You in there? No one knows what it's like to be you. Now, that's not the great way to say it. Eliminate all your identifications, your attachments. I am not. I am not. I am not this. I am not that. Deprogram it. I'm not going to give you all the steps because I don't have them organized like that for you. I'm not you. But I am. I've suffered. I've loved. I've been a thorn in someone's side. I've been the reason people's eyes have rolled back in their heads and said, "Oh my God." In different ways. The point being is you have the ability to tap into what it feels like at the moment of death through emotion. You can be filled with sorrow, thinking about young, innocent children screaming for mommy or daddy, and mothers crying and praying to whatever God that they believe in at the moment of death, "Please save my child." Right? You can feel that. If you can't, then you're a sociopathic narcissist or psychopath. I know a few. But in respect to that, you can also tap into what does it feel like to have an orgasm? What if I could experience everyone's orgasm at the same time who's ever existed? Is the orgasm not the physical peak of the biological body human experience? It is the most pleasurable thing. And if you don't think for a moment, they're not using one of these to fucking tap into your brain with that. Think about pornography when you were a kid. Right? We used to try to steal one of our parents' or a friend's parents' thing on VHS or something. And that was like when we were a little bit older, but we had to try to steal a nudie mag, and come on. Now we have little kids on the bus going to school that are in grade school, and they know more than some adults, and they don't even have context for what they're looking at. And there's a reason for that. It's not an accident. You have to ask yourself, who is creating this material on these websites, and they are owned by whom? Spiritual warfare is right here. Harvesting your attention, dividing and separating the people. Globally. This was to unite people. It's not. This, not your mind, but what I'm saying is your consciousness unites people. Watch the telepathy tapes on YouTube and then get back to me. With the nonverbal autistic children. I work for one. This, human consciousness, is not an accident. Your awareness, your ability to transcend things like time and space, to not identify with thoughts, memories, and emotions, to observe. These things are black spray paint to your third eye. If you don't believe me, I challenge you, I dare you, Sunday, turn it off. Don't use it. Don't check it, don't use it. Check it on Monday. Take a day off. Fasting, phone fasting. But be cognizant. Be aware. How many times you keep going for it? Some people even have false vibrating feelings in their pocket or on their leg. Anything that causes separation or division, anything that harvests your attention, your energy, it's draining you. We justify it. Oh, I'm just going to watch a couple shorts. Oh, I got to tune into the latest episode. We could talk about consuming versus creating. The people that are successful, that you would say are successful, it's not an accident. They're creating, not consuming. I don't know. I feel disheartened in a way with where the things are going. I really don't want to get into the details of what recently happened here in the United States with the assassination. I don't want to drop names. But killing is wrong. Violence is wrong. War is wrong. You know it at the deepest core of your being that these things are wrong because you wouldn't want it done to you or your loved ones. If you're okay with war, violence, killing, I would suggest that you're probably not even human. Well, what about defending? What about, it's not, murder is wrong, but sounds like you have identifications and attachments. Sounds like you're running a program. Sounds like there's still some division and separation. That's not unity consciousness. Eye for an eye, huh? Then the whole world is blind. Electrolytes. My friends, my friends, my friends. Turn your phone off. You will thank me. Monday will come and you will feel refreshed. You will feel renewed. You will feel slightly even reborn. And watch how fast you go back into the same patterns. Most of you probably even at the same times of the day. Nope, it's noon. I'm on lunch. Oh, I just got out of work. Oh, I just got home. They know where you are. They know where you shop. They know what you want. They watch you masturbate. They know that you're looking at fat old ladies. I don't know why I said that, and I don't know why I don't care. There's no privacy. That's an illusion. There's no freedom. That's an illusion. There's no reality. That's an illusion. There's no you. That's an illusion. People can't handle that. What do you mean there's no me? The molecules that are in this body that make up who I am are leaving me currently into the air, into the floor, into this chair, and the molecules in the air, into the chair, and the floor, they're also coming into me. They're just moving around. It's energy. It's consciousness. It's vibrating. It's made of bits. You break down an atom to the lowest point of its measurability, and we have its 99.99% whatever nothingness. Just like space is infinite nothingness. But there's something there. What is it? It's consciousness. It's energy. It's information. It's just there. But you attach yourself to things, to thoughts, to ideas, to emotions, to beliefs, to the body. It's just a character. It's a video game. This is, like when you die, you take off the headset. It's VR. I think Rick and Morty did something like that. But this is light. This is a wavelength. This is something that's going into your mind. It's going into your cells. This is changing and altering your DNA. This is causing relationship problems. This is causing this technology. What you can do on this thing is so much more advanced than the computers that existed that, got us to space. So they say. I'm not completely sold on the whole moon thing. I'm not really sure, and I'm not afraid to admit that when it comes to the moon, there's a lot of information that we don't know. And who cares? It's out there, and it's really not. Everything is projected from inside of you. But the things that you click on, the things that you watch, these are the things that learn about you, that keep reinforcing behavioral patterns, negative self-talk, all sorts of things in your life. This has become your identity. People cannot live without these frickin' things. Well, I need it for my job. I gotta stay in touch with my family on Facebook. What, they can't call you? Well, they don't call, they text. No. Please stop it. What I'm saying is this is more of a weapon than it is a tool. And if you don't think so, this Sunday, completely unplug. And you will quickly realize how frequent and often you go to grab it or check it. I was just going to check the time. What time is it? Get a fucking watch. It's not hard. Wear a watch. Get a winder. Wind it. Man, I'm sassy tonight. It's because so many of you have such potential, unlimited power and potential, that you don't realize, that you fight with yourself internally every day about the minutia, about things that have no meaning. things that you probably will never even think about a week from now. Let it go. I want what's best for you. And you can't have what's best for you if you don't realize who the fuck you are. Where you come from, what you're made of, and who you are. Without attachments, without identification. You travel so much lighter when you are observing and you're detached. There's no weighing things out of good or bad. You can do this. There's lots of people out there, mentors, guides, teachers, gurus, what have you, teaching step by step how to do this, how to manifest, if that's what you need, if that's what you think you need, and you don't, but there are good people out there doing good work for that. I will mention them quickly here. If that's your vibe, and that's where you are on your journey, your path, or whatever you want to call it, which is silly, because there's only the right now. And, like Gilbert Grape, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. It's always right here. It's always right now. Check out Pete Sapper. Check out RJ Spina. And check out the YouTube channel called Living as Source. Those three, in my honest opinion, you don't need to go any further. Between the three of them, they're all saying pretty much the same thing in their own way. You're going to vibe with one of them or all three, so just do it. Check them out. You'll thank me. And you might not like each video. You might not like that short or this. You're going to miss the point. But don't do it on Sunday. You fucking gobshites. Turn your phones off. Tune into this. Use that torus field around you as your internet. How about that? The trees and nature. That used to be the internet. Internet. Read the signs of nature. Read each other's facial features. Read each other's energy. Walk into a room and feel it. If we didn't have these fucking things, our telepathy would be off the fucking charts in our timeline at this moment in time. In our evolution, which is human consciousness. So yeah, I don't really have much more to say. I'm going to make some tea. I'm going to finish this pipe. I'm going to do some reading, and I'm going to do some writing. After that, I'm going to sleep and dream. And I hope you can have a wonderful Sunday while phone fasting. And remember that these things are keeping you from your greatest potential. Stay fresh, cheese bags.